All right, so real quick, I want to show y'all this first one here before we actually get right into it. Now, this one here is called Pixel Dart. I actually like this one, man. I wanted to show it to you guys before we actually get started. It's kind of setting us up for the whole Google Assistant when it comes here on the watch. Samsung, we still waiting. But you can see right here, man, you got kind of like battery percentage. You also got the weather. You got the temperature right here that's currently outside. And then this green here, you can set like your steps, heart rate, and different things like that. But nonetheless, y'all, just wanted to show y'all this here real quick now. Let's go ahead and get into the top 10. Let's go. All right, y'all, so in episode 2 of the top 10 free watch faces, I asked you guys in that video to send in the watch faces you guys are rocking on your wrist, and man, did y'all come through. So in this month's episode of the top 10 free watch faces of the month, we got some fire ones, so let's go ahead and get it cracking. Now, before I actually start with the number 10, we're gonna work our way down to that number 1 spot. Y'all know the rules by now. Go ahead and comment down below how many likes is on this video at the time you guys are watching it, and let's go ahead and get this video to about 1,000 likes, man. Let's go ahead and run the views up. Let's get it. All right, so starting with number 10, y'all, this one comes from Q Yacht Rot Yacht, however you say your name, man. You didn't put your name in the email, but anyway, y'all, this watch face is called Nike Lime AM PM, and this one, y'all, is fire. Now, there's not a lot of customizations that you can do with this watch face other than just pretty much change the unit system from imperial to metric. But honestly, y'all, there's really not much that needs to be changed on this one. There may be like the option to be able to switch up the colors to match the workout gear that you may be wearing, or maybe a certain watch band that you guys may be rocking. Now, as you guys can see right here, you get the date here in the top left corner. Then in the bottom left corner, you guys get your counted steps. You also get the distance that you've walked throughout the day, which is dope. And then along with that, you get your heart rate monitoring, which is always a plus to have on a watch. Then right here in the center, you get the seconds that is counting, and then just below that, you get your battery percentage. Now, for me, I always like getting battery percentage on a watch face, so this is a good one. This is a fire submission, man, and go get it for sure. So number 9 is a good one that was submitted by Edward Jones, and it is called CYPHER 2021. Now, this one is another fire submission, y'all. Now, looking at this one right here, got a lot going on, but it's very useful information right on your wrist. So in the top right corner, we have here the amount of calories you burn for the day, which is dope. And then on the same side, we have this dial looking area that has the minute of the day marked, and just to the right of that, you have some really dope customizations. Now, with the quick press, you can either make a quick phone call, access your address book, watch settings, and even your notifications, all from this cool looking layout that's right here on the side. Then, of course, on the other areas of the watch, we have battery life, the date, the weather, steps taken, and the distance travel, which is really dope. So Edward, my guy, this one is a dope submission for sure. Only change I made from his was just the color to a preferred color that I personally like, but overall, yo, Edward, solid choice, my guy. All right, so number 8 is from Alfred Richardson, and he submitted LR21 comic. Now, I think Alfred cheated because I know I had a couple comic watch faces on here in the first and I think either the second episode, so he knew I was actually gonna like this cool watch face right here. But I think low-key, y'all, this one here I actually like more than the one that I showed you guys previously. Reasons being is because it's actually less crowded on the screen while giving you the date and the time, as well as the battery life, which y'all already know I like, weather, steps walked, location, and the precipitation percentage, which is a new one that I've yet to see on any watch face. So Alfred, good choice, my guy, on the common ones, because y'all already know that's a go for me, and I like the setup. All right, y'all, so moving to number 7 was actually submitted by 2 different people. So let me shout them out here real quick. Brian and the Q, you know your name, man. I still can't pronounce it.
What's his name? Spell it.
QUYOTTRYOTT, but it's his email address. So that's what we're going with. So let me go ahead and shout them out real quick. Brian, and I'm just gonna call you Q, man, because I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's right here on the screen. And I see you watching the videos in the background too, my guy. So I knew at that point that this one here had to make the list, and it is called RESSENCE Rotating Dials Dart. And you gotta type it in exactly like that in order to find it. But low-key, y'all, this one right here might be the most fire and low-profile one that I've had in the series yet. Now, I love this one here, y'all, because it's minimum, and you can see right here on the watch, you got dials all over the place. So let's look at how this watch face is actually, like, how do you read it in general, right? Because I was confused at first. But starting with the smaller section, right, is the hours hand, and then on the outside of that, on the main circle, it shows the minutes hand, and then in the even smaller one here on the right is the seconds hand. Then if you let the watch go ahead and go into its always on display resting state, it gives you this just completely minimal, just classy look that I just like, and it just screams clean cut to me, which is, y'all already know, which is something that I like. And you just get the hour hand as well as the minute hand without all of the icons on the side. So it's just clean. So Brian and Q, which I can't pronounce your full name, shout out to you, man, for the submissions. Much love. All right, so moving on to number 6, y'all, and this one was submitted by Jason, and it is called Tetris Handheld. Now, this one, y'all, is strictly for my gamers out there, and shout out to all of my gamers out there. I see you. Now, this one, y'all, took me back to my days of saving the princess on Mario on Nintendo. Yeah, I know I just dated myself because, you know, that's just the games we had back then. Now, I'm talking the days, y'all, where there was no save options, when your mama would tell you to turn the game off and you didn't because you knew you would have to start the game all over again. So you just end up just leaving the Nintendo console on and either turn the volume all the way down on the TV so they wouldn't hear it, or you just cut the TV completely off and then you would just like leave the system on so that way you would be able to get back to it later. I know it's scheming, but you know, it's genius if you ask me and my brother, so shout out to us. But this watch face, y'all, gives you the date and the time, how many steps you've also taken for the day, and it gives you your battery percentage as well. But the real show off of this watch, y'all, is the actively playing Tetris game on the right side of the screen, as well as the old school original Nintendo controller. Now, the buttons are not actually functional, which although it would have been dope if they were, but nonetheless, y'all, this is still a fire watch face. Shout out to Jason, man, from the Bay Area for bringing this one our way. All right, so we made it to the top 5, y'all. Let's go ahead and show this one here called ROSA SCHMETTERLINGE. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, this one here was submitted by Lisa from Rhode Island. Now, she actually commented on one of my videos and asked me to get some watch faces on here that wasn't all like too masculine faces. So, Lisa, this one here is for you. I'm looking out for the ladies on the channel too, because I know I got some of y'all in here. So, you know, here we go. Now, this is a soft pink butterfly vibes that has going on right here, given the weather, which is, you know, happy to get some of the warmer weather around here. We also get the date and the time, the amount of steps that we've taken, as well as the battery percentage, which is always welcome on the home screen. Y'all know how I like that. Then in the resting state, it basically removes like the pink color as well as the butterfly design and gives us the dark mode with the white text that looks just super clean. So shout out to Lisa for submitting this one and representing for the ladies out there and watching the videos. I appreciate you. All right, so number 4, y'all, is another good one, and it is close to being my favorite one from all of the submissions here, and it is called Pastel or PASCAL Green Energy, and it was submitted from Rashid from the UK. We international, y'all. This one here, y'all, is so fire and matches perfectly with the green sports band. But looking at the watch face, right at the top, we getting the time, we get our heart rate, the seconds of the day, the weather, the battery life, our steps count, but in a cool layout with this whole circle and the tennis shoe in it. It just looks fire. And of course, we get the date. But the color scheme of this one, y'all, that has that darker green and then the lighter green is just a perfect combo for the green colorway Galaxy Watch 4 that I personally went with, and it looks good on my wrist. Now, definitely a top one for sure in this week's episode. All right, y'all, so this next one, y'all, number 3 is from Nate from Texas. Now, this one here is called DM Sun Gold. Now, this one, y'all, is just so dope and clean, it don't make no sense. So immediately, when I saw the Roman numeral in it, it was game over for me, mainly because it's so different than others that I've personally seen out there. Now, you don't have all of the watch complications on here, and honestly, because of how clean this one actually is, I'm actually okay with that. Maybe if they would have like added like the battery life on here, because y'all know I like to have my battery life on my watch face, but even in the resting state, it looks clean as well. Man, I'm telling you right now, if you don't have this one in your arsenal, y'all, you missing out. So shout out to Nate from Texas, yo, fam. I appreciate you bringing this one to the squad. Super fire. All right, y'all, so number 2 and number 1, these are gonna be ones that I'm personally gonna pick here and share with you guys. So number 2 is called Power MGMB. Now, this one here just screams stealth mode and just so fire. Now, right off the back, I love the BMW in the background with the headlights on, with the dark background that just makes the headlights just pop even more. It's just so fire. Then we get the heart rate monitoring, the time, we get the steps walk, and our battery life, which y'all already know I like. I mean, looking at this one, y'all, you can't tell me that this one here isn't dope. Easily in my heavy rotation of watch faces for sure. All right, y'all, and finally we made it to that number 1 spot, and this one here is called AVE or AVE. Now, this one here is a complete masterpiece, and when I switch the colors to this teal color blue one, it just gives me like this Tron look that just looks fire. But with this rotation animation of the seconds is dope. Now, we actually have a digital time numbers here at the top, and if you just want to quickly like glance at your watch and get the time, you can. Then we have the dates just below it, and then the battery life, which, you know, I'm already glad they added that. We got that on here, and it just completes it for me, y'all, and it's so fire. So there you guys have it, man. Episode 3 of the best Galaxy Watch 4 watch faces you can get for this month. Again, if you guys want your watch setup to be featured in this series right here, all you guys have to do is send a photo of your watch face on your watch, configure it how you guys have it. Then also the name of the watch face and then the name of the app that it's from. And then also make sure to include your name in an email as well. And just email that to ckidwatchfaces@gmail.com to get in on the next episode. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next one, squad. So I got 3 Galaxy Watch 4s right here, man. Now I'm gonna be giving these away to one of you guys out there, but I got a special video that's gonna be coming up here pretty soon on the channel. It's gonna be something completely different. I'm gonna be traveling to Las Vegas doing a special type of video that I've been wanting to do here on the channel, man, that's gonna involve these 3 watches right here along with some other content I'm gonna be making. If you guys want your opportunity for your chance to be able to win one of these 3 watches right here, man, definitely make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure you got that notification turned on, man, because I'm telling you guys right now, you ain't gonna wanna miss that video and your chance to win one of these bad boys right here.